गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। आज है 1 नवंबर 2022, दिन है ट्यूसडे और आज हम करने जा रहे हैं द इंडियन एक्सप्रेस के न्यूज एनालिसिस। इस वीडियो के थ्रू कंप्लीटली द इंडियन एक्सप्रेस के न्यूज एनालिसिस होगी। वीडियो पसंद हो तो वीडियो को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और हो सके तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को शेयर करें जिससे हमारे चैनल की ग्रोथ हो, हम अच्छे से अच्छे कंटेंट आप तक पहुंचा सकें। गुजरात ब्रिज, पीएम चेयर मीटिंग टू रीच मोरबी टुडे। Toll 134 including 34 children, 9 held for culpable homicide. Arrest include 2 manager of private firm which got contract maintain bridge. जो मोरबी में ब्रिज क्रॉस किया गया था उसके वजह से 134 लोगों की मौत हुई है जिसमें 34 चिल्ड्रेन भी है और 9 लोगों को हेल्ड किया गया है कल्पेबल होमिसाइड के केस में और 2 अरेस्ट किए गए मैनेजर्स जो प्राइवेट फिल्म के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट थे मेंटेन ब्रिज के लिए। उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है। मोरबी हैज लेफ्ट कंटिन्यू इट डेट ऑन मंडे, a day after the suspension bridge over the Machu river collapsed, sending many, including children, plunging into a water blow. Toll climbed to 134 by evening, including 40 women, 34 children. While rescue operations are still on, officials said at least 2 persons have been reported missing. Of this injury, 73 have been discharged, while 17 are still undergoing treatment. Company under scanner involved since 2008. Latest contract give it full charge. With the police arresting 2 managers of Oreva Group under the security of arrangement, Morbi municipality signed the with company to maintain of the bridge that is collapsed Sunday, kill at least 134 people. Company has involved in bridge since 2008. Parents are searching for kids carrying their photos. It was detained children instead on outing at end the temple visit, but one that went horrifying wrong for the Jadeja family, ending the death of 7 members, including 4 children, 9th month of pregnant woman. Sunday, the family of Pratap Singh Jadeja, Pratap, who told children his wife was pregnant with the third child, his sister-in-law and Pratap brother Pradumya wife and 2 children had gone to temple goddess of Medley or in Morbi. On their way back, children instead to going to Jhulta Pool and century-old suspended bridge over the Machu River that had reopened only 4 days ago after being shut for repair about. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। दिल्ली पुलिस सर्च फॉर द वायर ऑफिस इट्स एडिटर होम। दिल्ली पुलिस ने मंडे में कंडक्ट किया सर्च, तो न्यूज पोर्टल था द वायर ऑफिस के और होम उसके फाउंडर सिद्धार्थ वरदराजन एंड सिद्धार्थ भाटिया, द एडिटर के M.K. Venu and Jhansi Sen, senior officials said electronic devices are seized from the portal New Delhi office as well the residents. Bhatia is based Mumbai while the other reside in Delhi. Locked inside the 3 months, there is a constant fear of life. UT admission to Supreme Court. Ex-Chief Secretary tamper with the CCTV evidence. The first burst with police boardwear was when he was 15. Her marital uncle and set fire to her school book. He had done this earlier, but this time it was her school lab manual which had been destroyed. So he decided to march up to arrest nearest the police station. The police worker out the compensation and enlarged was her grandmother and maternal uncle. She living with them and sent to back the tiny house where her father and September stepmother lived in Port Blair. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है। Feel paranoid about the privacy, Kohli after hotel room video posted online. Taken action against those involved. Hotel Kohli not file complaint after a video of his room at the team hotel Prethi was posted on Instagram by unidentified people. Former Indian captain Virat Kohli, a key member of T20 World Cup team Australia, said Monday the incident made him feel very paranoid about my privacy. However, the Kohli will not file a official complaint with the hotel, Indian Express has learned. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे जो एग्जाम प्रोस्पेक्टिव से इंपॉर्टेंट होंगी, हम उनको डिस्कस करने की कोशिश करेंगे। as deadline and 34 lakh consumer option for power subsidy. Around the 60%, 34 lakh of the total 56 lakh 98,180 eligible electric consumers have adopted for Delhi government power subsidy scheme till October 31 evening last date, said official. 11,649 candidates upgraded into second round in admission rush. Some college report MP seat in lesser known program. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे. मोस्ट measure in the boosting public transport yet to be implemented, slow to get off the mark. Authorities in Delhi are failing to behind the pollution fight. Even as the air quality aids to closure severe category in Delhi, measure under the stage 3 severe category of the graded response action plan have been involved. Measures are control emission from the transport sector. A large of the pollution source within the city have not yet been implemented. File on the red flag on गाड़ी of campaign resent to LG से मिनिस्ट्री गोपाल राय. ईमान पर मिनिस्ट्री गोपाल राय ने दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट में कहा कि रिसेंटली फाइल टू रेड लाइट ऑफ गाड़ी ऑफ campaign proposal to LG BK Saxena seek to approval again. That is the answer has been provided to all point raised by the LG. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे. Posing as IPS officer, 30 years old chat woman on dating and matrimonial apps held. 38 years old men are arrested for alleging posing as the IPS officer and cheating women on dating matrimonial apps for years. Government's yoga class to stop from the today. Sasudia blame LG. Delhi government officially Monday said the free yoga classes which have been running several livelihoods in the city over the past year will be stopped Tuesday, adding that the LG did not approve the extent of the program. LG set up the panel to each license need of hostel and restaurant. In a bid of boosting nightlife and nighttime economy in Delhi, LG BK Saxena has constituted a committee, seized and facilitated the license requirement of restaurant, eating house and hotels officially said. UP CM Aditya inaugurated the North India Fast Data Center in Greater Noida. Inauguration North India Fast Hyperscale Data Center, YOTA D1, the Greater Noida, Monday. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said that achieved the target of installation 250 megawatt storage capacity installed 20,000 crore. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे. In Gujarat, PM stress unity target Congress for the insulting the Sardar Patel, urging the everyone to keep divisive force at bay. Prime Minister Narendra Modi Monday said the value of the unity is integrated in nature of India. Also attacked the Congress, which he said the newspaper advertisement, but the referring to talk about the Sardar Patel. Ekta Divas is not just a day, it's a mega festival of India culture and unity. For India, India has never been obligation, but it had been India's speciality and value of unity, so the integrated our nature, he said in the Rashtriya Ekta Divas event, Ekta Nagar, Kevadia. Supreme Court, two-finger test on rape victim, an act of misconduct. Two-finger test on alleged rape victim is regressive, has no scientific basis, is the inherent or dignity of women, Supreme Court said Monday, as the declared those found in indulging in the practice was the guilty of misconduct. Bench of Justice D.Y. Chandrachud Hema Kohli made the comment in order to restoring the conviction and sentencing the man for rape, murder for the minor girl in Jharkhand, November 2004. Had Patel has been fast PM, many issues would not exist, Saha. There is a general perception in the country that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel been fast PM, the country will not have to force most of the problem I did, said the Home Minister Amit Shah while addressing the student and teacher at the Sardar Patel Vallabhbhai during the program organized by the Gujarat Education Society in New Delhi. मंडे, तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिए गए। ग्रांट सिटीजन्स टू अफगान पाकिस्तान बंगाल माइनॉरिटी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर मंडे में इशू किया नोटिफिकेशन जो अलाउ करेगा कलेक्टर ऑफ महसा एंड आनंद डिस्ट्रिक्ट इन गुजरात टू ग्रांट सिटीजनशिप certificate of Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi, Christian from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan under the Citizenship Act 1955. The move grant to citizen under the Citizenship Act 1995, not the controversial Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 CA. Here the significant CA also provide the grant Indian citizenship to Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi, Christian among coming from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Pakistan, but as the rule are under the Act citizenship under it. After the next article, GM mustard field trial to begin from Rabi season. Field trial of the GM mustard hybrid BMH11, which was been granted approval environmental release genetic engineering appraisal committee GAC recently will be being ongoing Rabi season, officially said on Monday. No question of tie-up with TRS up all year, Rahul Paul talk. कांग्रेस लीडर राहुल गांधी मंडे में कहा है कि पार्टी विल नेवर बी कीन काइंड ऑफ रिलेशनशिप विद तेलंगाना राष्ट्रीय समिति, न्यू नेम आर द भारतीय राष्ट्र समिति. AG hint something may happen at sedition law soon. Supreme Court defer hearing. Supreme Court on Monday deferred the hearing of the challenging the sedition law. The Attorney General R. Venkatamania stating that the government sees matter, so something may happen in the upcoming parliament session. ECC want to social media platform to provocatively flag fake news. चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर राजीव कुमार ने मंडे में कहा है कि इलेक्शन मैनेजमेंट बॉडी EMB expects social media site to use the algorithm power to productively fake news while addressing the international conference of EBM hosted by Election Commission of India under the aegis of United Nations Summit for Democracy platform. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे. कप्पना deny bail in money laundering case filed by the ED. A Lucknow court Monday reject bail appeal of journalist Siddiqui Kappan in case of the money laundering filed by the enforcement director. PM taking forward Patel dreams. ठाकुर. Information and Broadcasting Minister अनुराग ठाकुर ने मंडे में कहा कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी was taking forward the सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल vision on India with Shrashtra Bharat, adding the imaging of an Indian fragment into hundreds of the princely state had Patel been there. STF start probing grand extortion charge against the Kanpur University Vice Chancellor. UP Police Special Task Force is probing rule of the Vice Chancellor of the Kanpur Chhatrapati Shahuji Maharaj University in case of the extortion lodged against him and one of the alleged associate. Jaishankar to present India at the SCE head of the government council meeting. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will be represent Indian virtual meeting of the Council of Head Government of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization on Tuesday. CHG meeting, which is held annually, focus on the trade and economy agenda, block and approval its annual budget. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे, जो एडिटोरियल की पेज है. मोरबी क्वेश्चन that must be answered with the sake of ensure accountability and drawing the lesson for future. On the Sunday evening, the suspense bridge जो more than century old था, collapse कर गया मोरबी के गुजरात में, catching the death of the 134 people built over the Machu River bridge, which was popularly called Chulta Pool, and has been thrown upon the just 4 days ago. According to report, the bridge has been closed to repair 7 months and reopened to tourists and people at large of October 26 mark Gujarat New Year Day. The recession of the authority as part of the predictable Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel announced the state to will get 4 lakh families who could and the 50,000 who have been injured. Officer of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, being before becoming PM, announced the additional relief to 2 lakh for the Prime Minister National Relief Fund to next in each other to who lost their life and additional 50,000 injury। तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है कि मोरबी की जो क्वेश्चन है इसमें आंसर होनी चाहिए किसकी गलती है, किसकी वजह से लापरवाही से इतनी बड़ी हादसा हो गई है। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स में। डबल इंजन फेलियर, देयर मस्ट बी फुल अकाउंटेबिलिटी फॉर द मोरबी ब्रिज ट्रेजेडी इन गुजरात। For the last few months, a run of the next assembly election, BJP and its government in Gujarat have been loudly projecting the benefit of double engineering sarkar. This is the death of the 130 innocent citizens, men, women, children, and Morbi put grave question mark of those claims. The clearly sad and tragedy man-made reflect to the abject failure of grievance. The statement its ministry and offer the duty obligation to prevent Morbi tragedy. They have failed to do. Therefore, there must be proceed against governments is an important element in the constitutional framework, and political and bureaucrat class cannot be content with self-regulatory and advertisement and all claim they must take to the responsibility for their failure. Without the accountability, governance becomes a paper exercise. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। बेड एयर अगेन, दिल्ली पंजाब गवर्नमेंट मस्ट कीप देयर एयर टू ग्राउंड डेवलप द अल्टरनेटिव ट्रबल वार्निंग। ऑन अक्टूबर 25 में दिल्ली के एक्सपीरियंस के क्लीनेस्ट डे आफ्टर द दिवाली इन 7 years, but the since such the baseline population load of the city has respite to the resident watch only the each relevant time register 4 on the air quality index immediately after the festival. Long-term exposure such air can be causes respiratory illness. By the end of the last week, all hope of the smoke keeping the date with the capital been built. October 29 city air quality Detroit to severe category at the level which health people can fall ill with only marginal improvement. Constitute the last year developed a holistic approach to the regional preparation problem that restore the emergency measure that can be stopped in the trade and procedure. The Supreme Court mandated the environmental population prevent control and authority construct activity banded and bringing sink down the mining activities सस्पेंड। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल देंगे कि दिल्ली पंजाब की गवर्नमेंट को उनके वहां के एयर को ग्राउंड करना चाहिए और डेवलप करना चाहिए। अल्टरनेटिव स्टबल बनने की वजह से एयर पोल्यूशन हो रही है और वहां पर जो स्मोक की प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो उसको कैसे कंट्रोल किया जा सके। फॉर सिंस द फार्मर गवर्नमेंट अप्रूवल जीएम मस्टर्ड विल हेल्प टू मीट डेफिसिट एड्रेस द चैलेंजेस। जो रिसेंटली चार्जेस लिए गए हैं गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा रिलीज किए गए जीएम मस्टर्ड हाइब्रिड DMH11 को बेस्ड ऑन द रिकमेंडेशन GEAC under the Ministry of Environmental, Forest and Climate Change, it holds the decision of best interest or our farmer at the nation. The decision is remove the unscientific ban on the GM courts, reflect the determination of the government to move forward the Atmanirbhar. It made to the inspiration of scientific community and farmer to derive the benefit innovative technology. जो रिसेंटली GM मस्टर्ड की अप्रूवल दी गई है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा जेनेटिक मॉडिफाई कॉर्प को, उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है कि डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर ने और ICAR ने नीड टू मोर फॉरवर्ड फास्ट एंड प्रोवाइड अनेबल एनवायरमेंटल टू टेस्ट अवेलेबल सीड हाइब्रिड DMH11 to current rabi season. This need to be happen several farmer field in mustard belt. It must also encourage the public-private partnership to proceed quality seed of cover the area next year. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। Here he is. Lalu has scripted an spiritual comeback and expanded left of the central political spectrum in Latin America. In opening lines of the victory goes on, the thread of the bury me alive, and here I am. Currently is rising to it. Victory of the Luiz Inacio Lula de Silva in the Brazil president election over the incumbent Jair Bolsonaro make the end of the democratic and bitter campaigning. Bolsonaro, his support seemed to be follow the script. First act of the out by the Donald Trump calling into question media election process and even threatening not expect to predict Lula. On other hand, आर्टिकल दिया गया, आप इसे सेल्फ नॉलेज से पढ़ सकते हैं। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे, जो आइडियाज की पेज है। द न्यू डिप्लोमेसी पुटिंग नेशनल इंटरेस्ट above the political correctness has given too much strategic dividend for India. International approval for Prime Minister Narendra Modi independent foreign policy coming back thing and past despite the presumed India law of external violation validation on the new compliments about and unlike to swell the chest of South Bloc. The India Mandarin no the foreign languager not are the business of giving free fries. Most of time complaints say more about the state offering them rather than the on receiving. Last week Imran Khan was it again and condemning Indian foreign policy had the lunch to promise long last from the Lahore to Islamabad. Khan appointed Delhi continued to purchase oil from the global market while the Islamabad is unable to do. Recall that the Imran Khan has the pursued oil and gain purchase from the Russia before the ousted the power and April just week of Moscow aggression against the Ukraine. Beyond the oil purchase, pricing India is less than foreign policy, then the tackling with his cell improve the government of Pakistan. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है कि इंटरनेशनल जो अप्रोप्रिएशन हो रही है प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी की इंडिपेंडेंट फॉरेन पॉलिसी में, रिसेंटली रशिया के जो प्रेसिडेंट है व्लादिमीर पुतिन उन्होंने भी तारीफ की थी, और जो हमारे पड़ोसी मुल्क है पाकिस्तान उनकी जो वहाँ के जो फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर है इमरान खान उन्होंने भी तारीफ की है कि इंडिया की फॉरेन पॉलिसी एक इंडिपेंडेंट फॉरेन पॉलिसी है, इसमें किसी के ऊपर इन्वॉल्व नहीं किया जाता है, अपने से जो नेशनल इंटरेस्ट है उसको आगे रखा जाता है। अंडर द प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट दिल्ली वाज ऑफ्टन अटेम्प्ट टू लिमिट रिलेशनशिप विथ यूएसए यूरोप for the fear of offending the sensitive Moscow Beijing. This was done either in the name of ideology or the fear will be upliftment sequence relation with Russia and China. The Modi government broken out the defensive and patriotic mindset, putting a national interest above the political correctness, has give much strategic dividend for Delhi at least few years. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिए गए। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। Who wants help women's labor? Bombay High Court remarks through in domestic violence case reflect the expectation that if woman consent to marriage is consent to a lifetime of housework. Only thing you know when you going to get married is that life is now going change. Some cases it might be imagining that you will never be free and you can sit behind the man and riding the pulling a bike and renown the city and more freedom than the you had the unmarried girl. You can go out of the ice cream at night with our newly minted husband without being scolded and surveilled and suspect of brutally feeling family honor. But you also know that the awaiting you on the other side of lifetime drudgery and house work because it is unspoken job is screened by the married women. 2018 study in West Bengal by the scholar Samantha Sen and Anante Ghosh and they are the team at Jadavpur University. Women who are interviewed with South Pargana are held only the creation who they wanted to breach. They found someone who can work and one head of the girl who were to back sent to the natal homes for the not being strong enough to the grind the house were from the farm law. The poor families are rural economy survey on the women's labor inside the outside the home. The found the early marriage of the Australian girl are actually response to the demand for female labor at the home in the field. The validity is long domestic labor. जो वुमेन्स है उनकी जो शादी की जाती है मैरिड वुमेन है उनको एक जिम्मेदारी बनती है घर संभालने की, तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया कि लाइफ टाइम हाउस वर्क के लिए उन्हें कंसेंट किया जाता है, तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिया गया है। प्रोसीजर कैन नॉट बी अंडू जस्टिस, द सुप्रीम कोर्ट डिड वेल स्टे हाई कोर्ट ऑर्डर ऑन जीएन साईबाबा केस। जो जीएन साईबाबा और 5 अदर अक्यूज थे उनको चार्ज किया गया था स्टेट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र अंडर द यूपीए ऑफिस concerning the mass terrorism. Investigation took place between the 2013 to 14. Court trial started 2015 में started after the framing of charges against them and according to details occurred and documentary electronic evidence on the behalf of the prosecution accused. The session court फाउंड द अक्यूज्ड गिल्टी ऑफ द चार्जेस मोटिवेट अबव। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल देगी कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अच्छा काम किया कि स्टेक लगा दिया हाई कोर्ट के ऑर्डर जो जीएन साई बाबा केस में उनको बेल मिली थी, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। मोरबी ब्रिज कोलाप्स, हाई लेवल मीटिंग एट राजभवन इन गांधीनगर, पीएम होल्ड मीट ब्रीफ ऑन रेस्क्यू एंड रिलीफ ऑपरेशन, scheduled to visit Morbi today in the Kevadia same mind with victim। तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिया गया, आप इसे सेल्फ नॉलेज से पढ़ सकते हैं। कांग्रेस सिक्स जुडिशियल प्रोब, ऑपोजिशन आस्क्स इट इज एक्ट ऑफ गॉड ऑन फ्रॉड। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। फैमिली ऑफ बीजेपी एमपी सीटर ग्रीवियंस लॉस टू 12 मेंबर। Mohan Kandria, the BJP MP from Rajkot and situated at the bank of the Machu River, Morbi or town on the Monday over the rescue and operation after the collapse of the colonial era suspended bridge, given his family grievous loss of the 12th member to the tragedy। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया। In the 1887 when bridge was built, only 15 people are allowed to cross at the time। ओनली 15 लोगों को अलाउ किया गया था। द टाइम्स वो पुल झुलता पुल इन द ब्रिज कोलाप्स संडे व्हेन द इज बिल्ट बाय द रेस्ट व्हिल द किंग वाजिरा ठाकुर ऑफ मोरबी इन 1887 अकॉर्डिंग टू बुक पुट ऑन आउट बाय द मोरबी म्युनिसिपैलिटी इन 2008। तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। एक्सप्लेन में सस्पेंड ब्रिज हाउ दे वर्क। द ब्रिज दैट कोलाप्स्ड इन मोरबी गुजरात वाज बिल्ट यूजिंग ओल्ड एंड रोबस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी बट द ओवर loading extensive swaying present risks to such structure। द ब्रिज जो कोलाप्स हुआ है गुजरात में मोरबी में संडे किलिंग के 130 पीपल की सस्पेंड ब्रिज में टाइप ऑफ हुई स्टार डिक इज hug below the suspend cable on the visual vertical suspender। तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिया गया कि इसकी जो ब्रिज की खासियत क्या है और किस तरह से ये स्ट्रक्चर है। द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर कंपोनेंट ऑफ द सस्पेंस ब्रिज बिटवीन system including the suspending the grids and two or more than suspend cable or towers or corrugel for the cable at the either end of the bridge and main cable are the suspend between the tower and the connect the encourage or bridge itself। the vertical suspends carry out the wedge of that and computer loaded on it। तो उसके ऊपर पूरा आर्टिकल दिया गया है। डेड लोड एंड लाइव लोड क्या होती है और कंप्रेशन और क्या सस्पेंशन क्या होती है, तो उसके ऊपर पूरा ये आर्टिकल है। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। हाउ लूला रिटर्न टू पावर एंड द चैलेंज ही फेस इन ए डिवाइडेड ब्राजील 20 years after he become Brazil president। Luiz Inacio Lula da Silva scripted a remarkable political comeback, defeating the incumbent Jair Bolsonaro in presidential election runoff the Sunday। The election has been among the most closely fought recent memory, and Lula winning to 50.9% of voters against the 49.1% of Bolsonaro। जो लूला रिसेंटली ब्राजील के न्यू प्रेसिडेंट बन गए हैं, तो उनके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल देंगे कि वो बहुत टफ कंपटीशन दे के जो फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट थे बोल्सोनारो को हराए हैं सिर्फ 1% से। तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल है, आप इसे से पढ़ सकते हैं। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल पे। बीबी अगेन as the Israel voter for the 5th time in a 4 year, here is the what to look out for in poll। On Tuesday, Israel will be elect new constitutive parliament for the 5th time in less than the 4 years। Former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu asked for the another chance, even as he stand for the trial for corruption। Current PM Yair Lapid has built to himself a voice of decency and unity, and hope its brief terms can be shown the someone beside the Netanyahu can be lead country। Opinion poll say the race is too close to the both and call Netanyahu hard line to Liquid Party and the Liquid Central APC and hope to get the support of smaller parties to require the 61 seat majority in the concerned in neither succeed another election will follow। तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल जाएगा। ये इजराइल की है, जो बेंजामिन नेतन्याहू जेरूसलम में इजराइल में वोट होने वाली इलेक्टर जो वहाँ की कैंसन कहते हैं पार्लियामेंट की 5th टाइम में लेस देन 4 ईयर में, तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे। इकोनॉमिक की है। मोस्ट मिनिस्टर डिपार्टमेंट विटनेस द एस्केलेशन ऑफ एस्टिमेट राइज इन द इंक्रीमेंटल स्पेंडिंग। गवर्नमेंट शेयर इट्स द ट्रिपल फिजिकल चैलेंजेस with the 3 months left for the government to present budget for the next physical। It is the starting at the physical challenge challenge appeared to have turned to steeper of amount of some increment expenditure needed. A provision for the newly announced recruitment drive to 10 lakh personnel and the stepping on the allocation for the security and administration preparation for the G20 summit is held by the India over the course of next year. तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल जाएगा कि फिजिकल डेफिसिट एट द 37.3 of the target. Central physical deficit first half of the century financial year work out of the 37.3% the full target. The actually term of physical deficit was 6,19,849 crore during the April to September period. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल जाएगा. RBI to kickstart e-rupee pilot in the G secretary today. Reserve Bank of India Monday में announce करने वाला first pilot digital rupees and e-rupees in the wholesale segment will commerce government security from the November 8th. 9 banks: State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Union Bank of India, HDFC, ICC Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Yes Bank, and HDFC First Bank and HSB has been identified the preparation in pilot. RBI said तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल देंगे. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल पे. RBI board review the economic situation. Head of the Monetary Policy Committee meeting on November 3. Central Board of Director of Reserve Bank of India meet करेंगे मंडे में to revive the current economic situation. Board of the its meeting revive the current economic situation, global domestic challenges including overall impact of current global political geopolitical crisis. RBI said release. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Investment via P note rise to the 87,813 crore in September. तो उसके ऊपर छोटा सा आर्टिकल देंगे. EPFO relaxes withdrawal norms from the EPS 95 members. Recruitment fund body EPFO मंडे में डिसाइड किया कि अलाउ करेगा विड्रॉल इन लुकमेंट एम्प्लॉइज पेंशन स्कीम 1995 EPS 95 those that subscribe who have been less than the 6 month to service left. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. CB बार चौस्की फ्रॉम द सिक्योरिटी मार्केट फॉर 10 years. सिक्योरिटी एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया ने मंडे में मुरली चौस्की को बैर किया है एक्सेस टू द सिक्योरिटी मार्केट फॉर पीरियड ऑफ 10 years फॉलोइंग द इन्वेस्टिगेशन इनटू द alleged म्युनिसिपैलिटी ट्रेडिंग ऑफ स्क्रिप्ट ऑफ के ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Twitter will revise how it verify users. Say Musk. Twitter will revise the user verification process. Elon Musk ने कहा कि ट्वीट में संडे में just day after the took over the world's most influential social media platform. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Sensex jump over 1%. Benchmark indicates Sensex and Nifty over the 1% on Monday. Expectation of slowdown in pace of interest hike by the US Federal Reserve. तो उसके ऊपर ये छोटा सा आर्टिकल है. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे जो वर्ल्ड की है. 15 missile fire Russia attack Ukraine city 80% of Kiev without water. जो रशिया ने लॉन्च किया डजन ऑफ द क्रूज मिसाइल gratify structure and the target to across the Ukraine on Monday. The thermophilic cutting of the water most of the capital in Moscow. Latest bridge M to civilian target. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. ब्राजील के लेफ्ट लीडर लूला टू रिक्लेम प्रेसिडेंसी आफ्टर बीटिंग बोल्सोनारो. जो ब्राजील के डिलीवर किया है वेरी टाइट विक्ट्री टू लूला इन क्वाबो लुआ de Silvia को better presidential election, giving the leftist former president others out of power in rejection of the incumbent Joel Bolsonaro far-right politics. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Bolsonaro may face charges. Joel Bolsonaro won the alleged last president election, pledging to claim of the politics, and since taking up office 2019, he said that at least 237 times that government has emitted zero corruption. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Imran Khan public trial for 1,000 protest in capital. Iran authorities ने announce किया कि Monday they will be hold public trial for 1,000 people in capital Tehran over the protests of inclusive country. The mass indictment mark government first major legal action aimed to the disquashing the recent sense unrest erupt over the 6 week ago. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया. Bapi the Jimmy GB becomes new anthem of the China to protest COVID curves. Millions of China suffering to death lockdown have been turned into Hindi cinema legend Bapi lyrics scripted Jimmy Jimmy aa gaya aja aja from the 1982 the disco dancer टू द एक्सप्रेस द एंगर ऑफ द प्रोसेसर ओवर द कंट्री स्टैंड टू द जीरो कोविड पॉलिसी। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया है। इमरान टू फाइल 10 बिलियन lawsuit अगेंस्ट द पाकिस्तान इलेक्शन चीफ फॉर डिस्क्वालिफाइंग हिम। इमरान खान ने मंडे में टारगेट किया चीफ इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान टू अनाउंसिंग द ही विल बी 10 बिलियन डिमांडिंग suit against him to destroying the his reputation by the disqualification as the after the premise address the supporter of the status to fourth day of his long march। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया। इंडियन फूड डेथ by the cop in Uganda। 24-year-old Indian businessmen have been shot allegedly by the police constable in Kiroson town, Uganda, according to media report। The deceased was identified as the Unjutila Patel। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे। नेक्स्ट पेज स्पोर्ट किया। तो आज के द इंडियन एक्सप्रेस न्यूज एनालिसिस पे इतनी ही। थैंक यू, जय हिंद। वीडियो पसंद तो वीडियो को लाइक करो, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और हो सके तो ज्यादा से लोगों को ये शेयर करें जिससे हमारे चैनल की ग्रोथ हो, हम अच्छे से अच्छे कंटेंट आप तक पहुंचा सके।